Hi, Team Flamingo, and welcome back to our guided reading group. Today we're going to read a book that's called Cool Chameleons. So it's a nonfiction book, and it's going to tell us some more information about chameleons. But for right now, we're only going to read it for understanding. We're just going to make sure that we know the words, okay? So right now, I'm going to have you take a look up at our board. When you're reading a book, it's important to know where the title is. And this is something that we've gone over before, but I want to make sure that we're aware. The title are the big words on the front cover. So the title of this book is Cool Chameleons. I'm going to write that up here under title. Cool Chameleons. I had to squeeze it in there. And then the author's name is sometimes at the bottom, or it could be in the middle. The author of this book is Fay Robinson. So I'm going to go ahead and write her name up here as well. Author Fay Robinson. And then the other thing that's important to notice is our word bank. Our word bank is going to tell us some important words that we're going to find in the book. And the words that I chose are words that we might not know yet because maybe we haven't gone over those sounds just yet. So the first word is chameleon. I chose this word for our word bank because we're not used to CH making the K sound. Usually CH makes the ch, like on a choo-choo train, makes that ch sound. But in some words, it can say k. So chameleon. The rest of those sounds you should be able to figure out. Chameleon is a good word to know how to read. It's not necessary for you to know how to spell it yet, okay? Some adults don't even know how to spell chameleon, except for Miss Abbott because she likes to read books about them. And when you read, the more you read, the better your spelling gets because you see those words over and over, and then your brain can remember what they look like, and you can spell it easier. The next word is quite. Quite has a Q, a U, and an I. So the Q and the U are working together to say cool, cool. The I has that magic E working with it. So that's saying the long I sound. Cool. Quite. The next word we're going to see that we might not know is tongue. Now you might say, Miss Abbott, it's got U-E at the end. Doesn't that make the oo sound? Isn't it tongue-you? Well, tongue-you is not a word, right? So when we read a word and it doesn't make sense, we have to think, what else might the letters be saying? In tongue, the U and the E are silent. They're working together, but they're silent. You can't hear that. So you just hear tongue. And then our last word is guard. Now, here's something interesting about the word guard. If you chop it, G-R-D, you only hear 3 sounds. And that's because the U, G-R-D, the U, the A, and the R, they're all kind of working together. So you only hear the G, the R, and the D sounds. The U, A, and R are kind of being controlled by the R. The U and the A are. They're being controlled by the R. So those are 4 words in our book we're going to see, and I want you to know what they are when we get there, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Cool Chameleons by Fay Robinson and illustrated by Jean Cassels. So Jean Cassels, she's the illustrator. She did the pictures. Sometimes I wish I was an illustrator. Maybe someday, huh? Alrighty, this is a level H book, so it's pretty close to what you've been reading. Might be a little tricky for some of us, or it might be a little easy for us, okay? So it really just depends on what the words inside the book are. And the words that are tricky, we'll keep coming back to, okay? Little lizards, treetop wizards. Very cool chameleons. So right away we notice this is a rhyming book. It's got lizards and wizards. Those are rhyming words. So let's see what other rhyming word sets we can find. Leaf-shaped scales. Okay. Funny faces, large and lumpy. Always frowning, looking grumpy. Pea-shaped eyes look all around. One goes up and one goes down. Picture is showing us one's going up and the other one's going down. Can you do that with your eyes? I don't think so. Slowly climbing jungle trees. Toes and tails hold on with ease. Toes and tails. Black and red or blue and green. Every color in between. They can change their colors. Now here's what I want you to notice. Blue. It's got that U and the E making the ooh sound. So that's one of our that's one of our long U patterns. So I just wanted to point that out really quickly. So we got our different colored chameleons. Spots and circles, dark and light. Aren't chameleons quite a sight? Now, do you see that word quite? That's the one we just looked at in our word bank right there. So that word quite, we talked about how the Q and the U are working together. They're saying the qu sounds, and that I is just making its own long I sound. Quite. Okay, let's see if we can come across the next one. Changing colors when they're mad, cold, or hot, or feeling bad. That doesn't rhyme. Or no, it does rhyme. Mad and bad. See those rhyming words? Many seem to disappear. Can you find the chameleon here? Do you see where he's at? Oh my goodness, so sneaky. Eggs are buried in the ground, out of sight. They're safe and sound. What do you think they're safe from in there? Babies hatching, 1, 2, 3. Babies climbing their first tree. Isn't that cute? Little baby chameleons. Time to eat. Eyes look about. They spot a bug. A tongue flies out. There goes the tongue. That is a long one. Now, here's one of our words from the word bank. Did you see it? Tongue. Remember that U and the E is silent. You only hear tongue. That G at the end is the only sound you hear at the end. Zap. The bug gets hit and stuck. Snap. The hungry mouth slams shut. Okay, it's kind of sad, but you know, that's kind of how the wild works. They have to get their food too, right? Even if it's other animals. Noses come with crusty humps, pointy tips, or little bumps. Some may look like cobs of corn. Others shine with long, sharp horns. Now, this one reminds me of the chameleon from the Magic School Bus. Remember Miss Frizzle's little pet lizard? That's a chameleon, and that's kind of what he looks like. He's got those horns on his face, too. Or is it a she? I think its name is Liz, so maybe it's a she. Liz is short for lizard, I guess. That's kind of clever. Heads with humps and heads with flaps. Heads with tall green party hats. Look at that. Chameleons are all sorts of amazing shapes and sizes, huh? Like dragons out of storybooks, they guard the trees with frightful looks. Did you see our word bank word there? Look at that page again. Do you see where our word wall is? Guard. Remember, in the word guard, the U and the A and the R are all working together. They're all saying that R sound. The R is kind of bossy. It likes to make the other letters tell the same sound as it. Little lizards, treetop wizards. Very cool chameleons. And that's the end. And then it shows us all the different kinds of chameleons. Now, do you remember what the back part is for? This one, it's not really like the regular kind that we would see in the back, but it's got pictures instead of words. This is what we call a glossary. The glossary shows you where you can find different words on different pages. So in this glossary, it's showing us what kind of chameleon we can find on what page. The glossary is a way to go back and look for certain information. So if I look at this glossary and I say, I want to learn more about the Senegal chameleon. Senegal is a country in Africa. Then I see, it's on page 18. I can go back to page 18 and I can see more Senegal chameleons. I can see what they look like and what they do. So that's the purpose of a glossary. And that's important to a nonfiction text. It's a nonfiction text feature, which means it helps us get more information from a nonfiction book. And nonfiction means not fake because it's teaching us real information. So let's review those words. We found the word chameleon, the CH making that sound. Quite, the Q and the U working together to say cool. We have tongue with the U and the E being silent. And we have guard. The U and the A are being controlled by the R. They're making the sound. So this was our Cool Chameleons book with Team Flamingo. And the next time you see this book, we're going to be using it to find information. Alrighty? So stay tuned for that. I'll see you next time. Bye.